Well, guess what our topic is today? It's one I keep hearing about. I'm getting phone calls and emails about it. Our topic is election economic plans and government finances. Both presidential candidates in their debates are, going back and forth as to where they see the economy going. Both of them agree that we need to get control of the debt. Both of them will say we've got to, change our spending. At that point, though, that's where both candidates start to change in terms of how they're going to go about it. In terms of, those candidates, I'm not going to get into all the details they're talking about. Here's what I am going to tell you. Right now, we have 51 million people on Social Security. The baby boom generation is starting to really impact Social Security, and over so many years here, we're looking at another 70 million people coming on to Social Security. Right now, for every person on Social Security, we've got 5 workers. As the future progresses here, for every person on Social Security, we'll have 3 workers. In terms of taxes and government spending, right now, government spending is like 24% of our GDP. Tax collection is like 15%. That's a 9% gap, folks. Let me put it in terms. If you at your house were spending money and you had a gap of income from what you were bringing in versus what you were spending of 9%, we all know what the end of that story is. Both candidates will debate on how they want to correct this. But we as Americans, and also from the standpoint of your personal investments, need to understand what kind of investments work in those kind of trends. Defense spending is another big expense. A lot of people don't realize this, but we have the largest defense budget in the world. And you know what? It takes the next 9 big countries' defense budgets to even begin to equal what we spend on defense. But part of that has to do with the fact that we're a superpower. People call us when they're in need and need our help. So understand these are the dynamics that we're watching along with Medicare, Medicaid, in our economy and the spending that's taking place there. That's going to be a big discussion in the election. But you need to watch and see what industry sectors of the stock market will benefit from each candidate based on the way they want to improve or control spending. Case in point, on defense spending, if they're cutting back on defense, there's probably a good chance that defense equipment makers are not going to do as well. So these are just things we're looking at, and I wanted to make you aware of them as well. And I can even drill down more if you decide you want to call or email me. But I hope this has been an eye-opener for you, just enough to make you go, I need to read up on this, because regardless of which candidate I'm for, I need to understand what's going on in Washington and how that could ultimately impact my wallet on multiple levels. Hope I've answered it, and look forward to talking to you. Thanks.